Well, Jim, in the end, you've had to settle for a point apiece. Is that a fair result tonight, do you think?
Yeah, I think both teams would have been disappointed if they lost it. And I said, in the circumstances, because you forget, both centre halves are out for the game, so we had to reshuffle and talk through a few things, and we had a couple of new players playing the first game for the club. So in the circumstances, I thought we started really well, and it's just disappointing to go behind, especially in the nature of the goal. But I thought we worked second half. Fans played their part, and the energy they gave the players for that 15 or 20 minutes at the start of the second half really told. And I think that everybody looked quite tired at the end, and yes. the RPEs, and I'm sure that the player text will show that they've put in a shift. And you've got to remember, that's the fourth game in a short period of time. I mean, Jose Mourinho would be bleating on about it and complaining it's too many games, and they were fortunate they were able to rest two of their attackers from the weekend and play two fresh lads. So and at the moment I don't think we have everybody up to speed to be able to do that. So pleased in the circumstances, and I'm sure that they'll be pleased, or slightly disappointed conceded, but the pressure's on them really to go and win games now. So but it was the least we deserved.
I mean, you've lost 3 of your back 4. That would test any squad, really, wouldn't it? But you put Jordan Downing in tonight, and how do you feel he did in this full league debut?
Yeah, look, he's trained really well, and it's great because he's come out of the academy, and he's probably thinking, I'm only here to make up the numbers, and he's, I showed a lot of confidence in him. I think he did really well. He's probably up against one of the best target men in the business, he quit himself really well, so I'm really pleased for him. I was just a bit concerned he hasn't played a lot of minutes, so as the game went on, I wanted to get Sam Minahan at right back and maybe have a little bit more attacking thrust at right back than Dan Cowan was giving us, but keep down on the pitch because of his pace. So the lad did nothing wrong, and he'll be tired tonight, but he'll be buzzing because he's made his first start for the club, and like I said, in the future we need to grow on these players within the club, because they're either very hard to find or very expensive to get, these talented young centre backs. So he's got a bright future, and I was really pleased for him that he got that debut, and really pleased with Josh as well. He looked tired, but obviously Frank was tired and had to come off. So but we worked really hard, and when you reflect on all the circumstances, I think it's a very good point, and 2 points taken off Guiseley, who I thought, based upon the squad and the budget, and they'll get stronger as the season goes on, I'm sure.
The goal that you scored, a lovely free kick from Sam Walker, who was also named man of the match. It's a very different Sam Walker to the one who was here last season, isn't it?
Wow. Well, you can see why I was frustrated with him last year, and I think you can probably see why Sam was frustrated with himself. He had circumstances last year. He got married, and he found it very hard to get going, and really difficult things with coming on and being subbed. But I think he's been massive, and you forget the goal. I mean, he deserved man of the match. He was doing other people's jobs for them. He was going and screening Kay, winning fouls, and he was getting forward, and the goal sums up his quality, because he's got a great goal scoring record from free kicks, from penalties, and great assist record from corners and set plays. And I won't go too much into the goal, but it was. It's the first time, I think, that Sam's had an opportunity over Matty, and between the two of them, they've got that quality. If we can get a clever little player around the edge of the box and win more fouls, we'll score more of them goals.
And the other player I think that caught the eye was a player who came off the bench, Conor DeMeo. You talk about quality, you can see he's got that. Yeah,
I think the way that we wanted to play second half, I mean, I'm still having to do a lot of shouting to talk people through it, especially when we changed the shape. And I really wanted Matty Wolverton to play off the right and Conor to play as a 10, and for some reason Matty wasn't getting the message. And because I think Conor's got that little bit of quick thinking, one-touch passing, and I think when he came on, he certainly looked like we were going to connect and break get out the back four. So he obviously had a massive impact on, a big impact on Saturday, scoring a winning goal and getting us an extra 2 points. So, and I think if he keeps working hard in training and keeps making an impact, and that we'll work him in. But a little bit like Jordan and Josh and that, they haven't really got the minutes built up, and we have to be careful the players don't get injured. And so we had a couple of scares tonight with players that were kind of looking fatigued and perhaps could have broken down. But I'm pleased for all the lads who've got played a part in getting it. We can't be too disappointed that we didn't get something out of it. I don't think we showed that great intensity over 90 minutes. To be fair, we haven't in the last 3 games, but when we've been good, we've scored goals, and I think that we've worked really hard in the last 3 games to get 4 points. So credit to players. They'll be tired tonight. I mean, the score showed that, and we have to manage them well now, because we've got to get through Saturday's game, and then we've got a double header at the end of the month, and it'd be nice to get through this month with undefeated, and then pick up a couple of more wins. And so the challenge for us now as a staff is to get everybody prepared well for next Saturday.
I mean, as you say, the fans were terrific tonight. 3,000 of them, will be plenty, hundreds of them at Bradford on Saturday. Will you have Ash Palmer and Chris Smalley back in time for that one?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Ash was, as a knockers one, like I said, he trained, and we trained last night. We did great preparation. I thought we got a real handle on what we were going to do and how we were going to go about our business, and for him to, he rang me quite early today and gave me an advance warning. Chris Smalley sort of did the warm up, but was struggling with a tight groin, and but we didn't want to put. And I've never won, as an ex-player, and I never asked players to play injured or to not do themselves justice and go out. And I thought, well, look, it's I've asked Jordan Keighren to drop in at centre half with Jordan Dowling, and to be fair to them, apart from Kane Felix's pace, they did quite well. And so yeah, but we're hopeful. I think it's just a question of seeing really what it is that's caused it to really tighten. Yourself, and anybody who's had a back issue or a neck issue, bizarre things, and they lock up, and it'll take a couple of days for it to ease. And if we can ease it, and there's nothing underlying, then we'll be fine. And hopefully, because we've not overstressed them tonight, that they'll be fine. And but Jordan Keighren was excellent centre half again. He's reads the game well, defends well, and but like I said, having Ash and Chris Smalley back will give us that little bit of steel, because we need to be able to, a couple of fresh legs at Bradford would be great for us. But like I said, we'll go back to work on Thursday and get everybody right for Bradford, and hopefully we'll have a good performance there and loads of energy, and acquit ourselves really well.
Jim, that's great. Thank you for your time. Cheers.